a student speaker this year, and I'll ask Karla, the chair of the Department of English, to introduce our student speaker.
Thank you, Dani. So I will not keep you in suspense. The speaker is Brady Stiff, who is a creative writing major, soon to be creative writing graduate, I suppose. I first met Brady in the summer of 2020 in the process of welcoming him into what would become the Gleick Honors College here at Webster. And it was clear from the beginning that Brady would be a dynamic presence. He was outgoing, poised, interesting to talk to. But what I would come to appreciate most about Brady over the 4 years he spent at Webster is that he is also interested in everything. He is unfailingly curious and finds delight in everything he learns, whether it's Webster's history with the Sisters of Loretto and their mission to bring education whose needs weren't being served by the traditional systems, or the ideas of his fellow students, or the unusual name of one of his professor's dogs. In case you're wondering, the name is Mr. Miggy. And there's no barrier between academics and life for Brady, who recently drew on his own long-standing love of the Muppet version of the Christmas Carol to add some genuinely intellectual insights to a class discussion of the original Dickens story. And finally, Brady regularly asks difficult questions about literature, other students' writing, his own fine creative work, and the world in the most open-minded, sincerely curious, and enthusiastic way. As a College of Humanities and Social Sciences, we are committed to this kind of questioning and caring engagement with the world around us. And so I couldn't think of a better representative of the class of 2024 to leave us with some final thoughts.
Karla, you know me so well because you brought up the Muppets during your introduction. That really just made my whole heart happy. Okay. At endings like this, I find myself looking to others for words of wisdom. As humanities and social science majors, we have no shortage of others' words. We've read countless novels, poems, legal and historical works, and pages upon pages of research. But while thinking about graduation, these words of wisdom for me have come from a song, a wonderful song. There are few works in my mind that have the same emotional cadence or possess the same elegant simplicity. It is at once nostalgic and challenging. It is the lyrical work of Jesse Alexander and John Mabe. I am, of course, and many of you will surely know it, referring to The Climb from the Hannah Montana movie. This is a song celebrating the journey, about climbing a mountain and treasuring every step it takes to get to the top. And we stand at the base of a new mountain, life after graduation. I find myself once again turning to Cyrus's wise words. I can almost see it, the dream I'm dreaming. I find myself turning back to the beginning, not for all, but for a lot of us. It was fall 2020. We were at the foot of a mountain, excited for the quintessential college experience. New friendships, opportunities, memories await. We'd seen the Disney Channel movies. We knew what to expect. But under COVID-19, it seemed that idyllic college life was a luxury reserved for a different time. There was a voice inside our head saying, "You'll never reach it." But I look around now and I see where that climb has brought us, what we've surmounted that once felt insurmountable. These past 4 years have been years of revivals. Even just in my English department, the Literature Club, the Surfacing New Plays Festival, the David Poole Visiting Writers Series, the Green Fuse, even in-person classes where discussion flourishes, the lifeblood of this college, came back to us. And it took all of you showing up for, fighting for, and loving the idea of that college experience to bring it back. I see love everywhere on this campus. I see it oozing out of the bricks of Pearson House. It's what makes the vines grow. It's what makes Priest House's walls pink. It's what makes the sunset reflect off the windows of the ISB, creating the image of a double sky. It's what makes the flower beds outside Webster Hall bloom. These are the joys we took in on our climb. But it's always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes we're going to have to lose. Right now, we're losing that love. We won't ever be, all of us, together on this campus again. As much as graduation is about celebrating together, it's also about marking the end. We won't see those emblems of love on our daily walks anymore. But anything we are sad to lose is something that will be fond to remember. These are the moments that I'm going to remember most. Yeah. I want to end with this. What I find to be the greatest gift we take from the humanities and social sciences is how to ask the right questions. How we look at the world and we're able to point out the problems. We've learned to question the things we read, the things people say, how the world works. Why do people do it that way? Who decided it should be so? How could things be better? Henry David Thoreau writes, "How can he remember well his ignorance, which his growth requires?" Remember well your ignorance. Among all the wise words we've read at Webster, that in particular has stuck with me. It is a reminder to be inquisitive and a reminder that there is still so much that we don't know. It's a reminder to keep on learning along this new climb we're about to embark on. But for now, for today, we've reached a peak, a plateau of sorts. There's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. We're all going to want to make it move. But today is for pausing, breathing, and celebrating how far we've climbed. Congrats, class of 2024, and thank you.